दृष्ट्वानुयातं ऋषिम् आत्मजम् अपि अंगनम् देव्यो ह्रिय परिदधुर्न सुतस्य चित्रम् तद्वीक्ष्य पृच्छति मुनौ जगदुस्तवास्ति स्त्री पुंविधानतु सुतस्य विविक्तदृष्टे दृष्ट्वानुयन्तं ऋषिम् आत्मजम् अपि अंगनम् अनग्नम् दृष्ट्वानुयान्तं ऋषिम् आत्मजमपि अनङ्गनम् अनग्नम् देव्यो ह्रिया परिदधुर्न सुतस्य चित्रम् तद्वीक्ष्य पृच्छति मुनौ जगदुस्तवास्ति स्त्री पुंविधानतु सुतस्य विविक्तदृष्टे दृष्ट्वानुयान्तं ऋषिमात् आत्मजमपि अनग्नम् देव्यो ह्रिया परिदधुर्न सुतस्य चित्रम् तद्वीक्ष्य पृच्छति मुनौ जगदुस्तवास्ति स्त्री पुंविधानतु सुतस्य विविक्तदृष्टे बोलिए। पानी का बॉटल लेके आना हो उधर है बैग के पास शेल्फ के ऊपर ना टेबल के ऊपर।
तद्वीक्ष्य पृच्छति मुनौ जगदुस्तवस्ति स्त्री पुंविधानतु सुतस्य विविक्तदृष्टे।
Hey ladies, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. While Srila Vyasadeva was following his son, beautiful young damsels who were bathing naked covered their bodies with cloth, although Sri Vyasadeva himself was not naked. But they had not done so when his son had passed. The sage inquired about this, and the young ladies replied that his son was purified, and when looking at them made no distinction between male and female. But the sage made but the sage made such distinctions. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that a learned sage looks equally on a learned and a gentle Brahmana, a Chandala, a dog, or a cow due to his spiritual vision. Srila Sukadeva Goswami attained that stage. Thus, he did not see a male or female, he saw all living entities in different dress. The ladies who were bathing could understand the mind of a man simply by studying his demeanor, just as by looking at a child one can understand how innocent he is. Sukadeva Goswami was a young boy, 16 years old, and therefore all the parts of his body were developed. He was naked also, and so were the ladies. But because Sukadeva Goswami was transcendental to sex relations, he appeared very innocent. The ladies, by their spiritual special qualifications, could sense this at once, and therefore they were not very concerned about him. But when his father passed, the ladies quickly dressed. The ladies were exactly like his children or grandchildren, yet they reacted to the presence of Vyasadeva according to the social custom, because Srila Vyasadeva played the part of a householder. A householder has to distinguish between a male and female, otherwise he cannot be a householder. One should therefore attempt to know the distinction between the body and the soul without any attachment for male and female. As long as such distinctions is there, one should not try to become a sannyasi like Sukadeva Goswami. At least theoretically one must be convinced that a living entity is neither male nor female. The outward dress is made of matter by material nature to attract the opposite sex and thus keep one entangled in material existence. A liberated soul is above this perverted distinction. He does not distinguish between one living being and another. For him, they are all one and the same spirit. The perfection of this spiritual vision is the liberated stage, and Srila Sukadeva Goswami attained that stage. Srila Vyasadeva was also in that transcendental stage, but because he was in the householder's life, he did not pretend to be a liberated soul as a matter of custom. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shriuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Takanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamaline Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye. Hare Krishna. Meeting after a long time. अंग्रेजी ओके? हाँ? ट्रांसलेशन चाहिए? You can translate? Rajesh, you can translate, right? हाँ. Sit in the back. पीछे बैठिए, हिंदी में ट्रांसलेशन करेगी. Anybody else? Hindi? आपको भी हिंदी चाहिए आपको? हाँ? अच्छा. There are two kinds of two ways of becoming perfect. One is by sadhana siddha, through sadhana. Another by krupa siddha. All of us going through what you call sadhana bhakti, practice, abhyasa. We are all practicing sadhana bhakti, and there are some few very fortunate souls without undergoing any sadhana, they become perfect. Right? They are called Krupa Siddha. Means by the causeless mercy of Krishna, they become liberated. This is a very famous story, some of you must have heard. Once Lord Shiva was reciting Srimad Bhagavtam to Parvati Devi. Usually if you see Prabhupada while giving lecture, he always closes his eyes and he would speak. He is absorbed. Huh? Did you observe when Prabhupada video lectures, if you see, Prabhupada is closing his eyes and speaking. So Lord Shiva told Parvati Devi, I will be closing my eyes and explaining Bhagavatam. You keep saying so that I know that you are hearing. Right? In Bhubaneswar, there is a huge amka tree, mango tree. So there, under the tree, Lord Shiva was explaining Bhagavatam to Parvati Devi. So usually what do we do while hearing Bhagavatam class? Huh? fall asleep. That parampara is coming from Parvati Devi. You know, she fell asleep. Even when Narad Muni was explaining Bhagavatam to Maharani Khayadu, the child in the womb of Maharani Khayadu, Prahlad Maharaj, he was hearing Bhagavatam and learning, but Maharani Khayadu used to fall asleep. Radhagovind Maharaj says, whenever we sit in Bhagavatam class, two Shaktis, they cover us. One is Nidrani, another is Jutani. So when we are hearing Bhagavatam class, we fall asleep and somebody wakes you up, you will say, no, I am deeply absorbed. Hearing. Like that. Then after some time, when Lord Shiva opened his eyes, he saw Parvati Devi was sleeping, but all the while he was hearing Then he saw who was hearing, Bhagavatam. Then he saw one parrot, he was hearing, and he was saying like that. So because Srimad Bhagavatam is very confidential knowledge, one cannot receive this knowledge without the permission of the spiritual master. He was very angry that how dare you, without my permission, you are hearing Bhagavatam. And then Lord Shiva wanted to kill that parrot. So he took his Trishul and chased that parrot. And then that parrot flew away. And then Lord Shiva chased that parrot. And at the time, on the bank of Saraswati river, Vyasadeva was teaching something very exciting to his wife. Then while hearing Katha, is it? Like that, she was exclaiming. So when she opened the mouth, that parrot went inside that mouth of Vedavyasa's wife. So meanwhile, Lord Shiva came, where is that bird? Then Vyasadeva explained, asked to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva explained the whole thing. Then Vyasadeva laughed and said, my dear Lord, how can you kill that bird? Because he heard Bhagavatam, now he has become Amrita, deathless. You cannot kill now. Go. Like that. So that parrot only Sukadeva Goswami, Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami is in the spiritual world is very favorite parrot of Srimati Radharani. Once Srimati Radharani sent Sukha Pakshi to Lord Krishna, to the camp of Lord Krishna, to find out the secrets of Krishna and what are they planning, because Krishna and his friends, they would always make plans how to tease Radharani and the gopis. And so then they would spy, So Srimati Radharani sent the Sukha Pakshi to spy on Krishna and his friends. When that Sukha Pakshi came in the camp of Krishna, what is the meaning of Krishna? Mr. Agarwal, what is meant by Krishna? Hemant, you know? All attractive. So, that Sukapakshi became attracted to Krishna and then he is not coming back. So, Srimad Radharani's favorite name is Krishna. So she taught to Sukapakshi to chant Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Right? Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So Krishna taught her Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. And then when the Sukapakshi came back again, somehow Radharani forcefully took that Sukapakshi. She was asking Sukapakshi to chant Radhe Radhe, Krishna Krishna. Then Sukapakshi was saying Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. Then why you are chanting Radhe Radhe? Then Sukapakshi said, Krishna likes. That's why in Vrindavan, Radharani ordered everybody should chant Radhe Radhe. Right? All the rickshawalas, tempo walas, everybody chants Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. They don't blow horn because Radharani ordered to chant Radhe Radhe because Krishna likes. That is the secret. Krishna likes. Like that. So, this Sukapakshi took birth in this material world and then he became Sukadeva Goswami. So, Sukadeva Goswami, he lived in the womb of Vyasadeva's wife. For 16 years, he was not coming out. He didn't come out. Then Vedavyas asked, why you are not coming out? Then Sukadeva Goswami replied that outside Maya is very, very powerful. I don't want to come out. If I come out, I will be affected by Maya. So I am safe here. In the third kind of Bhagavtam, it is mentioned that when we are in the womb of a mother, Krishna gives us remembrance of 100 lifetimes. All the real, flashback goes on. We can see what all sinful reactions we have done, sinful activities we have done, what all pious activities we have done, then what all suffering we had undergone. So, we pray in the womb of mother, oh my dear Krishna, there is a lot of suffering in the womb of a mother. So we pray to Krishna, please take us out. And we will worship you and I'll become liberated from this cycle of birth and death. But as soon as we come out, we forget. Bolo Srinath Krishna Prabhu, why do we forget?
Mind. Because of the intense pain which we bear when
I told in the first day of Nityananda Katha. You made a note also. There is one air called Shatha, Shat. You remember? Shatha. In the air, in the womb of a mother, there is one air called Shatha, which helps the child to come out of the womb of the mother. And that Shatha air makes us forget Krishna. The spiritual master, he is called Shatakopam. Kopam means anger. The spiritual master becomes angry with the Shata, that air. That is why he is known as Shatakopam. And then the mukut that we get, Ashirvad, it is called Shatakopam. Right? So, when we keep on receiving that mukut on our heads, that Ashirvad destroys Shata air, Shatakopam, Shata air. Right? That is why that Shatakopam is incarnation of Lord Nityananda. Spiritual master, Adi Guru. समझ में आया? Vasu, right? Your name? You understood? Huh? Because in the womb he is able to remember Krishna. That's why he is not wanting to come out of the womb. Then Vedavyas went to Dwarka. He requested Krishna, please come and assure our son, my son, that by your mercy he will not be affected by Maya. Krishna, by his speech, he assured Sukadeva Goswami in the womb of the mother, please come out Sukha. I will make sure that you will not be affected by Maya. That is why, as soon as a child comes out of the womb, he cries or she cries. If the child doesn't cry, nurse will hit. You know? So, Sukadeva Goswami, as soon as he came out of the womb, he was not attached to mother and father. He is a self-realized soul. Three people, in Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, they were described as Krupa Siddhas. One is Sukadeva Goswami. Krishna, simply by wishing, that Sukadeva Goswami became perfect. And then when Krishna was traveling from Dwarka to Hastinapur, when the news reached to the people, lakhs and lakhs of people, they were actually assembled on both the sides of the road. And then Krishna, on his chariot, he was passing by. And he was looking so beautiful. The chariot was running very fast. But that one glimpse of Krishna, they received. And then Krishna glanced at them. Simply by simple glance of Krishna on the people who have assembled on both the sides of the road, they all became perfect. They are Krupa Siddhas. And the Brahmana's wives also. Right? Three is described. like that. So, a liberated soul means he has no bodily consciousness. Right? He has no bodily consciousness. So he doesn't distinguish between man and woman, tiger, animal, all that. You know, he sees Krishna everywhere. He sees Krishna everywhere. Krishna, while this is a very beautiful incident where when Sukadeva Goswami was passing by on the bank in the river, some girls were taking bath without clothes. Sukadeva Goswami is 16-year-old young boy. When he was passing by, the girls, they did not bother to cover themselves. Vyasadeva, he was running behind Sukadeva Goswami. You know, oh my dear son, oh my dear son. When the ladies, they saw Sukadeva Vyasadeva, they immediately covered up. They became shy. Then Vyasadeva asked, when my young son passed by, you did not bother to cover up. But why did you cover now? I am a very old man. Then they replied that you are making distinctions between male and female. But your son is a Paramahamsa. You know, Paramahamsa. He is above all these stages of making distinctions between male and female. He is seeing Krishna everywhere. He is not seeing male and female. He is seeing Krishna everywhere. So, Srila Prabhupada said, once Prabhupada was in Delhi, he did the Pandal program, and then so many people are rushing towards Prabhupada, and they're trying to get the dust of lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada, Tamal Krishna Maharaj and all, they are trying to shoo them away. Then Prabhupada said, don't bother. And then Prabhupada later on commented, do you know why are they hankering to get the dust from my feet? So Krishna Maharaj said, no. Then Prabhupada replied, because I am free from lust. Another time, Srila Prabhupada commented, if you leave me in the room full of naked women, still I won't become affected. Once one devotee replied to wrote a letter to Srila Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, I am being affected by lust. Then Prabhupada replied back saying that, take shelter of my lotus feet. I will kick the Mr. Lust with my left foot. You know? So, there are people, they are called Paramahamsa, who are not at all affected by material designations. Right? They were all, under the protection of Shri Krishna directly, and they become, above these modes of nature, and so there are many people like that. There are many sages and all. We don't know that stage, but Madana parihara sthitim madiye manasi mukunda charnar vindadhamni haranayana krishanana krishoshi smarasina chakra parakrama murare. Maharaj Kulashekara, he was giving a warning to Mr. Cupid. Madana Parihara Sthitim Madiye. Oh, Mr. Cupid, Mr. Lust, please leave my heart. Madana Parihara Sthitim Madiye. This heart actually belongs to Mukunda. Mukunda. But you are a trespasser. Right? Mr. Cupid is a trespasser. Our heart is actually belongs to Krishna. Now, have you forgotten the wrath of Lord Shiva's Haranayana Krishanana Krishoshi? When Lord Shiva was doing tapasya, Mr. Lust, Mr. Cupid, Manmatha, tried to disturb Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva opened his third eye, Haranayana, Krishanana Krishoshi, and burnt him to ashes. That is why Ananga, his body was burnt. Lord Shiva, because of Lord Shiva. So have you forgotten the wrath of Lord Shiva? But no more dangerous than Lord Shiva is our Lord Krishna's Sudarshan Chakra. At least you are bodiless, but you are still there. But Smarasi na chakra parakramu murare. Right? Don't forget the power of Murari's Krishna Sudarshan Chakra. He will burn you to pieces. He will cut you to pieces. You will, there will be no chance of you surviving. At least when Lord Shiva burnt you, at least you are still there. But if Sudarshan Chakra attacks you, you will be finished, annihilated completely. Don't forget. So, actually Mr. Cupid is our trespasser in our heart. This heart actually belongs to Mukunda. Right? So, but even though Krishna is there in our heart already, but we have forgotten that Krishna is there. We are actually enchanted by the opposite sex. So that is why, what is the remedy? What is the remedy for this? Right? So many times I told in the class, right? Whenever we are troubled by lamentation, trouble, dukkha, what we should do? We should meditate on the smile of Krishna. Right? Anybody knows that verse? You know that verse? Hasam Hare, you know? Hasam Hare Avanitya, Krupayati Gora, Shokashu Sagara Vishoshanam Ati Udara, Sammohitarya Charitam Tvanmayayate. Brumandala Munikrita Makradvajasya. This is from 3rd Canto 28th chapter. Lord Kapila is saying, whenever we are facing, Prabhupada says, in the Kali Yuga, if you see how during this Israel war is going on, Hamas. So much torture is going on. They are killing people mercilessly, and so many children are getting killed. They are getting injured. They are become orphans. Right? They are destroying hospitals so that they cannot be treated, and so much human suffering. So much human suffering, and not only that, they are not allowing, aid to come inside the, Palestine, right? Like that Syria, Somalia, and in India in some villages, uh, so much miseries are going on, so much misery, and then they are crying all the time, these people, they print, they share photographs, people crying, children crying, when we see all those things, our heart melts, so much suffering like that. So Shokashu Sagara, Prabhupada says, because in this age of Kali, people are killing so many animals, they get reaction and they suffer a lot and they're crying all the time. Because of the tears of the people, the ocean became salty. Otherwise, ocean is not salty. Because of the tears of the people, the ocean became salty. So Prabhupada says, whenever there is lamentation in our lives, whenever there is dukkha in our lives, distress in our life, we should, instead of crying, we should meditate on the smile of Krishna. Right? Whenever, like so many, we see so many things, so many atrocities happening on women, because men are very aggressive and lusty and all, and so many, so many things, bad things are happening because of, men and women are affected by lust. So Lord Kapila is saying that sammohitarya, when you become affected by lust, so instead of working on that, you must actually meditate on the eyebrows of Krishna. Right? Eyebrows of Krishna. Okay? So Krishna's eyebrows are very, very beautiful, like a bow, Dhanush. Like that. And his eyes and his glances, they are like a dhanush, like arrows. Right? So when we meditate on the eyebrows of Krishna, by his merciful glance, he releases the arrows and kills Mr. Cupid in our heart. Right? So better, instead of pursuing women, or running behind women, or running behind men, if somebody is affected by lust, one must, what we should do? We should take a picture of Radha Raspiyari and or meditate on, look at his lotus face and look at his smile, and then eyebrows. Katam baat karo, without any expense, your problem is solved. Right? Otherwise, so much expense, right? You have to work hard, you have to earn money, purchase a house, and satisfy women and children. Like that. In the same way, for women also, satisfying men. It is, that is the solution, for all of us. Otherwise, there is no respite from the attack of, lust. So Prabhupada says that in the purport that, so these transcendentalists, they are not affected by the sensual relationships, because they are not looking at the form of a woman, but they are looking at the soul. Right? Do you see the soul? Hemant, do you see the soul in the woman's body? No. We see the form of a woman. In the same way, women also, they don't see the soul in the body of a man. They see the form of a man. And because of this, Prabhupada says, so much problem. So much problem. But if you can see the soul in the body of a person, which is a part and parcel of Krishna. Is it clear? So this is, that is why when Sukadeva Goswami so many people, they criticize the activities of Krishna with the gopis, right? So from this we can understand, Srila Prabhupada writes that Sukadeva Goswami is a transcendentalist, right, above the bodily conception of life. But he is, how many of you know how Sukadeva Goswami, he himself says, second kind of Bhagavatam it comes, Parinishtopi Nairgunya Uttama Shloka Leelaya Grihita Cheta Rajarshi Akhyanam Yat Aditvan. He says, my dear king, I am actually situated in impersonal Brahman. But when I heard about the activities of Krishna, I came down from that forest and then wanted to learn about Krishna's pastimes. So there are munis and sages who are transcendental to the bodily concept of life, and they are merged in impersonal Brahman, but they are not Mayavadis, but they came back to this world and then attracted to Krishna's pastimes, because Krishna's pastimes are transcendental, right? How many of you know that how Sukadeva Goswami became attracted to Krishna Bhagavatam? Please raise your hands.
He heard the OTV.
One more? Do you know Kushbuji? Now this pastime is going on. So Sukadeva Goswami goes into the forest, and he left the house, Vedavyas and all. All the grahasthas, putrahinam gruham sunyam. Have you heard? If there is no son in the house, that house is sunyam. Putrahinam, bolo? Putrahinam gruham sunyam. Because suppose if a man has a big factories and all, right? And then if he doesn't have a son, who will give it to him, right? To whom he will give? Right? I know one very big designer, he is not married. He is earning so much money. I am planning to tell him, अब किसको देगा अभी इतना कमा रहा है. I know him very well. I will tell him one day. Give it to Radha Rasmiyar. Right? All his fashion brand and all. Give it to right? All his relatives must be waiting when this guy will die, हमको थोड़ा मिल जाएगा. कोई ना पत्नी है ना बच्चे हैं, इतना प्रॉपर्टी बनाया. So where, to whom he will give, right? Some of these guys, who are earning so much, they don't have wife, they don't have children. Right? क्या करेगा? So his brothers and sons and their sons, they must be waiting. When this guy dies, we will get all the money. So these sages also, they Vyasadeva, he had written so many literatures. He had divided Vedas and all. He had given to 4 different sages, Samveda to one devotee, one disciple, Yajurveda to one disciple, Atharvan Veda to another disciple. Like that, he gave one Veda, Then Mahabharati gave to Vaishampayan Muni. Upanishads he gave to some sages. Then Bhagavatam is left out. To whom to give? But Bhagavatam is Paramahamsa Samhita. He doesn't want to give to ordinary people, who are mixed devotees, some sages and impersonalists and all. He wanted to give it to a Paramahamsa. Then he saw that after this incident, that my son is a Paramahamsa, that he is not affected by any sensual relationships or form of a woman. So I should give it to him. That is why he is attached. Otherwise, he is not so attached. So, but Sukadeva Goswami was not at all interested in anything. So he went to the forest. Then what did he do? Sukadeva Vyasadeva, he taught Bhagavatam verses to some of his disciples. To some of his disciples. And then he said, while all the disciples, it is the duty of the disciples to go to the forest and collect darbha grass and wooden pieces for doing sacrifice. So while collecting darbha grass and lakdi, you sing these verses, and those disciples, they don't know the meaning of these verses. They were actually reciting Bhagavatam verses. Finally when Sukadeva Goswami heard, Aho Vakiyam Stanakala Kutam, you know this verse? Huh? Who knows the? You know the verse? Bolo? Yeah. Aho Vakiyam Stanakala Kutam Jigam Shaya Api Asadvi Lebe Gatim Datri Uchitam Tadanya Kamva Dayalu Sharanam Rajema. I always say, all of you learn this verse, and every day you should meditate on this verse. Every day. You know why? Because, the meaning of this verse, this verse is composed by Uddhava. He says that Aho Bakiyam, Bakiyam means sister of Bakasur. This Aho Bakiyam Stanakalakutam, she applied Kalakuta Visha on her breast. Kalakuta Visha is so dangerous that you don't even have to taste it. You just by breathing the air touching the Kalakuta Vish, one dies. Such deadly poison. It's like cyanide, She applied on the breast and came. Jigam Shaya Api Asadvi, very, very dangerous woman, Asadvi. But when Krishna, while drinking the milk of Putana, he drank her life also, Pranavayu. But Lebe Gatim Datri, because she acted like a mother. Should we switch off the AC? Feeling cold? It's okay? Because she offered her breast milk to Krishna, even though it is touched by with an intention to kill Krishna, but still Krishna Bhavagrahi Janardana, he accepted her bhava of being a mother, and he made her a mother in spiritual world. Kamva Dayalum Sharanam Rajema. Why should I surrender to anybody else except this most merciful Lord Krishna? Right? Who will do that? Such gracious, such mercy. So Acharyas, they comment that every day we should remember this pastime, because when Krishna can give moksha to Putana, we are not so bad as Putana, right? We are not trying to kill Krishna. We have our own problems, with Mr. Lust and all that, anger and all. But we are not angry with Krishna, or we are not lusty we don't want to disturb Krishna's activities and all. We don't want to kill Krishna. Right? We have some problem. So, my dear Krishna, if you can deliver Putana, I have a great hope. I have a great hope. So, please. So that is why this I always tell, every day morning you learn this verse. This is from 3rd canto 2nd chapter, Aho Bakim Stan Kalkutam, and then meditate on this pastime every day. How Putana comes, and Krishna is lying down, and then as soon as Krishna sees Putana, he closes his eyes, and then there is a huge lot of elaborate explanation why Krishna closed his eyes. Right? Bolo, Srinath Krishna Prabhu, why Krishna closed his eyes?
One of the reasons was that he didn't want to kill a woman, and the other was that he took Putna as his mother because he had milk from her.
Anyone else?
Because he was meditating Krishna that he must have done some good in her past lives.
Very good. How do you know? Very good. Yeah, he wanted to deliver, and then Krishna was meditating whether if she has done any good pious activity, so that I can use it and deliver. One more.
Avoid inauspicious of Putna, and then calling Shivji, come and drink the
Yeah.
so that he can milk, and then Krishna guys are like son and they thinking Krishna is so merciful, he come to kill the Krishna and Krishna is giving the liberation, so we will stop him in Archie Mark.
Archie Marg. What she was saying, Krishna was telling to Lord Shiva, he was meditating on Lord Shiva and then calling Lord Shiva, please come and drink poison, I will drink milk. No, fish पीने का आपका काम है. Right? He was thinking, it seems, अरे मैंने बटर खाने के लिए आया, ये तो लोग विष पीने के विष पिला रहे हैं. इसलिए विष खाने का काम शिव जी का है, इसलिए शिव जी को बुला रहा है बोलते. Archanadi Marg means, some people, they catch the rays of the sun and they get liberation. Some people, they catch the rays of the moon and they go up. There is a process, Archiradi Marg. So, Lord Shiva, the sun and the moon, they don't want to allow this Putana to come, catch their rays and come. That's why they closed. It seems like that. There are many explanations. All this, we should contemplate. Pastime. Visualize the pastime. How, Mother Yashoda, Rohini and all, they're very busy. And then Krishna was sleeping. And then Putana, very nicely dressed. Very nicely dressed. She comes. And, she takes Krishna on her lap. Then Krishna closes his eyes. And then she gives her milk. Then Krishna became angry. That is Lord Shiva. So Rosha. So Krishna caught, with his lotus feet. Krishna, the lotus feet on whose lotus feet, Brahma and Shiva, they constantly meditate for many years, but still they don't get to have darshan of the lotus feet of Krishna. Those lotus feet are touching the body of Putana. Right? How fortunate she is, Putana. And then with one hand, he was catching one breast of her, and with another hand, another breast, and then with very great force, he was drinking the milk. Along with that milk, he drank the, life air also of Putana. And then that time, Putana was shouting, Munchati, 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 leave me, leave me. Right? Like Radha Gund Maharaj says that एक बार कृष्णा किसी को पकड़ लिया वो छोड़ेंगे नहीं. right? इसलिए all of you, you are doing a great mistake by coming for this program. Abhi, now you have no way. You want to enjoy also. Krishna will not let you go. In Atlanta or somewhere, some temple in America, Miami, somewhere, one boy joined and then he was stayed for some time and then he would go, he would leave. Then again he would come back, stay for some time and then he would leave. And then somebody would call, the temple president and give galis, they abuse on phone. Then after some time they would stop. And again, after some time, again that boy calls and abuses. And then they tell, who are you, who are you? And then like that it happened. And then they have studied. Whenever this boy is in the temple, no abuses. Whenever he goes out, there is abusive phone calls. Then they caught him. Why are you doing that? Then he confessed. He said, why are you doing it? He said, I joined Hare Krishna. I enjoy all these kirtans and prasadam, kathas and book distribution and all that. But at the same time, I have taste for material enjoyment. So I go out to enjoy. But whenever I want to enjoy with a woman or anything, all these things I remember. Kirtan, prasadam, katha. So I cannot enjoy. That's why I gave galis. Where you destroyed our material life. Hare Krishna wale. Right? Hare Krishna wale, if I want to enjoy also, we feel guilty conscious, सब याद आता है, याद आएगा अभी क्या है, right? Then she runs and then she assumes her virginal form and then 21 feet she is long. So Sukadeva Goswami explains, so Krishna runs and then she falls in the Kamsa's garden. Because Kamsa had a garden in Gokul. So Mathura and Gokul are very nearby, na? So nobody was injured, no Brajavasi was injured, and then like that, right? And then when they burn the body of Putana, there is a smell of agru, chandan, all that. So why? Because Sukadeva Goswami glorifies that because the body of Putana was touched by the transcendental body of lotus feet of Krishna, her body became so purified that when some devotees when their bodies are burnt, agru smell nahi aata hai. कल मेरा बॉडी बर्न करेगा, अग्नि स्मेल थोड़ी आएगा, right? But when Putana's body was being burnt, they were very shocked. And how it is possible? So Kaimutra Nyaya, Sukadeva Goswami, Radha Govind Maharaj explains that if Putana can get such kind of liberation, what to speak of devotees who are serving lovingly with Krishna, to Krishna. Right? Some love we have got, that's why we come here, we cook, we dress the Lord, we chant, we hear katha. Some love we have got. So if Putana can get that kind of liberation, what to speak of? Then somebody who gave little milk to Krishna, they get so much, she got so much benefit. And devotees who earn their money very hard, work very hard and earn money, when they give it to Krishna, how much benefit they will get. Sukadeva Goswami is saying. There is no lecture, next lecture? Then next verse, bolo Rajashri. Huh? Sing. One more verse was that, you know? हाँ बोलो. तो एसी बंद करना आप थोड़ी देर. बोलो श्रीनाथ कृष्ण प्रभु. यू लर्नड? क्या कितने बार मैं बोलता. हाँ बोलो. आप मत बोलो, बोलेगी वो. हाँ बोलो. आता है? देखने का नहीं. कितने साल से मैं बोलता. हाँ बोलो बोलो. हाँ ये बोलेगी. हाँ आप बोलो. बोल आप बोलो. जोर से बोलो. Yeah, all of you learn this verse, you know, 10.21.5. Barhapidam natavarvapuhu karnayo karnikaram bibradvashah kanakakapisham vaijayanti chamalam randranveno radarasudham apurayan gopavrindai वृंदारण्यम स्वपदरमणम प्राविशद गीतकीर्ति इति वेणुरवं राजन् सर्वभूतमनोहरं श्रुत्वा व्रजस्त्रिये सर्वे वर्णयन्तो भिरे भिरे. So you should sing. You know, this is called Venu Gita. Venu Gita means song, right? We should sing. Vrindavanam sakhi bhuvo vitanoti kirtim yad devaki sutapadambujalabdha lakshmi govinda venu manumatta mayuranutyam prekshadrimam avaratanya samasta sattvam. This verse, Barhapidam, this is a description of Krishna's beauty. You know, Krishna's beauty. So learn this verse, learn the meaning of that verse, and every day you meditate around 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, Krishna leaves house and goes to Vraj, forest. When Krishna leaves, Krishna looks like this. Barhapidam, his head is decorated with peacock feathers. And then Natavara Vapu, Lord Shiva is Natashekara, Krishna is Natavara. So, he looks like a dancing actor. His body is nicely decorated. Natavara Vapuhu, Karnayo Karnikaram. Right? Here, in 1 year only, he put a Karnikara flower. You know why? 1 year only, he put 1 year, just like, they have piercing in 1 year. Like that. So, 1 year, why, Because when Krishna plucked one Karnikara flower and decorated his ear, and then all his boyfriends, they are imitating Krishna. They are putting the flowers in their ears. So there is all the flowers are finished, it seems. So there is no more flower left to keep it on the left ear. The Karnikaram, Kannayo Karnikaram, Vibrad Vashaka, Kanaka Kapisham. He was wearing, Pitambara Vastra. When the sun rays are falling, the effulgence is coming, it is shining. Vibrad Vasha, Kanaka Kapisham, it's a golden color, and then Vaijayanti Chamalam, 5 types of colors, beautiful flowers, the garland is made, with fragrance is coming. And then all the bumblebees. The bumblebees are, attracted to the nectar that is coming from the flowers. And, Sundar. Then, Barhapidam Natavaravapu Kannayo Kannikaram Vibradvashaha Kanakakapisham Vaijayanti Chamalam Randran Vedum. Then he is playing flute. Filling all the holes of the flute with nectar of his lips. Adarasudayam, Apurayan, Gopa Vrindar. And then all the Gopas, they were praising Krishna. Then Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam. He is walking on the streets of Vrindavan. By making it glorious. Pravishad Gita Kirtihi. Everybody is singing the glories of Krishna. Just visualize the form of Krishna. Krishna walking and very nicely dressed and peacock feather. All his face is decorated with various paintings. The minerals. You can just imagine Radha Madhav. Madhavji walking or Shyam Sundar walking. Right? Just see, see the form of Krishna coming. Right? And then you can imagine yourself sitting standing on the, side of a Gokul, Vrindavan roads, seeing Krishna. Right? Maninupura Vachalam Vande Tava Charanayor Vibhum Lalitani Vidiyatani Lakshmani Vrajavidishu. Even our Bilumangal Thakur, he is singing the beautiful form of Krishna. Then he is saying Maninupura Vachalam. When Krishna was walking, his the ankle bulls, Nupur, are making beautiful sound. Beautiful sound. Why it is called Vibhum? Because Krishna wanted to attract only Radharani. So when Krishna was walking, only Radharani could, he is Vibhum. Vibhum means great, mystic powers. Because of his greatness, he was not allowing other gopis to hear the sound of ankle bells. Only Radharani is he is able to hear the ankle bell sound. And then she is walking behind Krishna. Maninupura Vachalam Vande Tava Charanayor Vibhum Lalitani Vidiyatani Lakshmani Vrajavidishu. But Bilvamangal Thakur ko sunai pada. Unhone sun liya. Bilvamangal Thakur. And then Vrajavidishu, Lakshmani Vrajavidishu. He was leaving his footprints, Sony symbols and all, while walking in the Vraj. Like that, let me have darshan of that lotus feet of Krishna. He's like that. So that's how, we should visualize how Krishna is coming, walking, and all the gopas and all praising Krishna. Krishna is playing flute and is the most beautiful, enchanting form. The most enchanting form. So Rupa Saundaryam, when Sukadeva Goswami heard this verse, he became so enchanted. He said, who wrote this? I never heard. He asked these boys, who wrote? Your father only wrote. They said, kya hai? Arey, koi Bhagavtam hai. Acha, I never heard. Who is this personality? And then he came back. Sukadeva Goswami said, kya? Vyasadeva said, why did he come back? What are these verses? Sit down, I'll teach you. Then he taught Bhagavatam. Like that. Anyway, while coming back, you can learn, there is one verse. Pitva mukunda mukasara gamakshi brungai tapam, tapam jahur, it is said, this is a verse from, what is that? Dhenukasur Vadha, in that chapter it comes. Tam Gorajaschurita Kuntala Baddha Barha Vanya Prasuna Ruchirekshana Charuhasam Venum Kwanantam Anugair Upagiti Kirtim Gopyo Dadrikshata Abhyagamam Sameta. So this Barhapidam, when Krishna is going to the forest, when Krishna is coming back, also it is described. Tam Gorajaschurita Kuntala Baddha Barha. Krishna's hair is covered with the dust of raised by the cows while coming back. Tam Gorajaschurita Kuntala Baddha Barha Vanya Prasuna Ruchirekshana Charuhasam. So the constant feature of Krishna is his smile. Charuhasam, very beautiful smile. He's smiling. Then Venum Kwanantam. So while coming back also, he is playing the flute. And then all the Gopas, they are praising Krishna's beauty and Krishna's glories. Oh, he killed this demon, he killed that demon. And then Gopyo Dadrikshata Abhyagamam Sameta. And then gopis have come forward because they were feeling separation from Krishna whole day. They could not see. And the gopis are seeing Krishna. Dadrikshata Abhyagamam Sameta. Pitva Mukunda Mukasaragam Akshibram Tapam Jahur Virahajam Vrajayoshitoni Tatsat Kritim Samadigamya Vivesha Gostam Suvrida Hasa Vinayam Yatapanga Moksham. So when the gopis they saw, they took Krishna from their eyes. They made their eyes into the bumblebees and drank the beauty of nectar of Krishna. Pitva Mukunda Mukasaragam Akshibringa. Brunga means bumblebees. They made their eyes into bumblebees and they drank the nectar. And then by seeing Krishna with their eyes, by drinking the beauty of Krishna, they gave up the tapam jahur, the viraha tapam, separation, fever of separation, they gave up. And they were smiling, suvrida, and they were looking at Krishna with sideline glances. Hasa, they were, they were smiling, and bashfulness, vinayam, bashfulness, like that. Very beautiful description. So much nectar is there. Bhagavatam you read. You should spend your days like this, reading Bhagavatam, enjoying the nectar of Bhagavatam. Don't waste your time reading all, watching movies and, wasting time. And then meditating. So all these verses, we should meditate. Right? So this is how mind is controlled. मिल गया पीत्वा मुकुंद मुखसारगम. So it's a previous verse also, 10.15.42. Okay, so that is the point. Today we will chant Narsinga prayer. Our Shubhangi Mataji, she is not well, she is admitted in hospital for her good health. Maybe next week we don't have lecture, right? We have Ram Katha in Gorigam East, and from 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 days. Ram Katha. I will narrate Balkand Ramayana. So those who are able to come, they can join us in Gorigam East, Ganesh Maidan, Bimbisar Nagar, on the highway of Gorigam, before Are Milk Colony. You know? Are Milk Colony. So those who are unable to come, please join on online. We'll share the link online. It will be in Hindi. Then after that, 12, 13, 14, 15 is Ram Katha on Ayodhya Kanda in Vilepalla East. Right? So you can join. And 17th is the Ram Navami. Wednesday, right? It's coming on Wednesday. Like every year, we have Kalash Abhishek on Ram Navami. Evening 6 o'clock it starts. Those who want to sponsor Kalash, they can come forward. It is only 35,000 rupees. They can, you will get silver Kalash, and then you can come with your family and bathe Sitaram, Lakshman Hanuman. The beautiful festival is there. Like I said in the Chaitanya Charitamrita class, Gaur Katha, that anybody who bathes the Lord with Panchamrit on his birthday, how many drops you put them on the Lord, Panchamrit, that many thousands of years one can stay in Svetadvip in the association of the Lord. So it is a very glorious festival. So you can contribute. Prasad distribution is also there. Then of course our Gaur Purnima dress, all of you know, Srinath Krishna Prabhu, he is sponsored. And then Jagannath Mishra festival also. This Santosh is not there, maybe Santosh Kattimani and Bharati Kattimani. They sponsored Ram Navami dress. 5 lakh rupees. Very gorgeous dress we are making. Because actually last year Janmashtami dress it was. We could not finish that dress on time because that boy was not able to make it. Because design changes and so many things are happening, and then Janmashtami came and then we could not finish it. Then I said, okay, Ram Navami will put it up. So last year Janmashtami dress, this year we are putting for Ram Navami. Like that. So that is there. So they are very gracious. So we'll chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Srinath Krishna Prabhu and Santosh Kattimani for their generous contribution. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Anybody wants to sponsor jewelry or 108 items. We not 100. We offer almost 200 items prasadam, boga to Sitaram Ashraman. They can come forward and sponsor. We have so many other opportunities, and let us chant Narasimha prayer for welfare of. Once we'll chant for good health of Shivangi Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We'll chant Narasimha prayer. Please, all of you pray for her good health. Now, Narasimha prayer you put up? बंद कर दिया? Huh? On the board? You want to sing, Shreya? Want to sing? Namaste Narasimha.
Jai Narasimha, Shri Narasimha, Jai Jai Narasimha Deva, Prahlādesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bringa, Ugram Viram, Mahavishnu, Pranattam Sarvatomukam, Narasimham Vishnum Bhadram, Nityam Mrityum Namamyam. Namaste
Namaste Narasimhaya. Avakara सिंहदेव भगवान की, प्रहलाद महाराज की, गौर प्रेमानंदे।